50 questions. The Age of Revival. 1. Who is the author of Hamlet? William Shakespeare. 2. What is the first English epic poem? Beowulf. 3. What form of poem did Shakespeare often use? Sonnet. 4. Who wrote Paradise Lost? John Milton. 5. What is Utopia about? An Ideal Society. 6. Who wrote Dr. Faustus? Christopher Marlowe. 7. Who is the author of The Fairy Queen? Edmund Spenser. 8. What city was the cultural center of the English Renaissance? London. 9. Who wrote Volpone? Ben Jonson. 10. What type of play is Othello? Tragedy. 11. Who wrote Astrophel and Stella? Sir Philip Sidney. 12. What historical period did the English Renaissance follow? The Middle Ages. 13. What kind of play is The Duchess of Malfi? Tragedy. 14. What country inspired the English Renaissance? Italy. 15. Who wrote The Canterbury Tales? Geoffrey Chaucer. 16. Who was the English monarch during the high period of the English Renaissance? Elizabeth I. 17. Who wrote Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard? Thomas Gray. 18. What religious event significantly impacted the English Renaissance? The Reformation. 19. Who was the leading playwright before Shakespeare? Christopher Marlowe. 20. Who translated the Bible into English in 1611? King James Scholars. 21. What is Every Man an example of? Morality play. 22. Who is the author of Leviathan? Thomas Hobbes. 23. Who wrote Gulliver's Travels? Jonathan Swift. 24. What is the setting of Romeo and Juliet? Verona. 25. What form of literature did John Bunyan write? Allegory. 26. What is The Pilgrim's Progress about? Christian journey to salvation. 27. Who wrote Arunako? Aphra Behn. 28. What is Robinson Crusoe about? Survival on a deserted island. 29. What literary form was Samuel Richardson known for? Novel. 30. What is the subgenre of Paradise Lost? Biblical epic. 31. Who wrote Moll Flanders? Daniel Defoe. 32. Who is known for writing essays in the form of personal reflections? Michel de Montaigne. 33. Who wrote Pamela or Virtue Rewarded? Samuel Richardson. 34. What is The Prince primarily concerned with? Statecraft. 35. Who wrote The School of Athens? Raphael. 36. What major work did Thomas More write? Utopia. 37. Who was the famous rival of Shakespeare? Christopher Marlowe. 38. What was the first English novel? Pamela or Virtue Rewarded. 39. Who wrote A Modest Proposal? Jonathan Swift. 40. Who is the author of The Rape of the Lock? Alexander Pope. 41. What book did Erasmus write that criticized the Catholic Church? The Praise of Folly. 42. Who wrote Areopagitica? John Milton. 43. What did Areopagitica argue for? Freedom of the press. 44. What is a Petrarchan sonnet? A 14-line poem with an ABBA octave and a CDE sestet. 45. Who wrote The Book of the Courtier? Baldassare Castiglione. 46. What language was The Divine Comedy originally written in? Italian. 47. Who is the protagonist of Macbeth? Macbeth. 48. What did the 1642 ordinance by the Puritans do to English theatres? Close them. 49. Who wrote To His Coy Mistress? Andrew Marvell. 50. What is the main theme of Dr. Faustus? The dangers of ambition.